So Kev, first 90 minutes of pre-season, what was your assessment of the match?
Yeah, listen, the result was the result, but pleased that we're getting back playing football again. I think since the playoff final, this is our first game, and listen, against a really tough opponent, of course, who only just come out of the championship and are 12 days ahead of us in terms of pre-season. So really good in terms of a fitness hit. We spend a bit of time without the ball, so in terms of fitness work, that was good. Listen, and the next step of the pre-season, if you want, we're still in the fitness phase of stuff, and this was an important part of it.
You mentioned the quality of the opposition in that first half, going 2 goals behind. What were sort of your reflections on the 2 goals and the performance?
No, I'm not overly worried about the 2 goals. It's the fitness. Everyone's come through it okay, which is important. We go and train again tomorrow, and it's part of the process we've got of getting ready for the start of the season.
And then looking at the second half, you made a really positive start to that, Leon hitting the post. How good was it to see the team creating chances like that?
Yeah, listen, of course, but listen, as I say, it's part of the ongoing, fitness work. And obviously the quality of opposition, and they make changes, we make changes. Always happens in pre-season, but just great to be abroad. It's hot, it's really tough conditions, but it's brilliant for the lads, and great to see so many fans there as well. And it shows where the club's going and how far we've come to be able to do stuff like this and have so many fans there. 3
new players got their first taste of playing for Southend United. What were sort of your reflections on how they went?
Yeah, really pleased. Slavy's come in. You can see what he's a real tidy, clever footballer. And when he gets used to that full-time environment, he'll be a very good player for us. Harry Boys, you could see the quality he's got. And again, with the fitness coming, he'll get better and better. And Sam Austin, looks a real quality. In terms of his game understanding, knowing the game and decision making as well. So listen, pleased with all of them, and they've settled in this week with the players really well.
You mentioned that back in training tomorrow. What does the next couple of days look like while we're still out in Spain?
Yeah, some more work tomorrow. We'll be back on the grass early again for another fitness hit, and it's important that they get fatigued, in training, and then it comes to a game, and you can probably see mentally the fatigue in there as well at times in terms of decision making and a little bit of quality on the ball, but that's part and parcel of it, and we'll keep stepping it up this week.
And then about 100 or so Southend United fans making a lot of noise in that corner. What did you make of their support and the way they've travelled over? Yeah,
brilliant, of course, and as I just said, it's credit to them, and to make the effort to come see the players and support the club, which they always do anyway. And it's a nice evening for them in the end, and the heat went away for a little bit, but grateful they've come to support the team as always.